Yeah. Oh, let me take these off. Let's see how many people we get today. So I showed you that one where that friend said he cried like a baby. Well, he's one of my clients. He said he cried like a baby.
Yes, you shared that the other day.
Yeah. And so that was exciting.
And
So,
that's what this healing session can do to people, like everything that you hold, because we tend to hold on to a lot of things without even knowing.
yeah. Yeah.
And then when we get that one trigger that releases everything.
Hello, guys. Hello, Bella. Hello, Sonia, Sharon, Gma. Gma. Okay, so I have a bunch of notes here. And so I just keep kind of writing. And so Gma, I believe you were asking about the hands and your hands hurting, right? So one of the things that I was reading on was if you take, like, say you do some pinches in the area of your hand and you pinch kind of hard, it kind of is a it kind of tells your brain, okay, I feel this. Okay, so it sends a message back. You might want to try that first and see what happens. And I would go down the just small pinches all the way down, all the way arm to elbow, they're saying. So so today we're going to wait a little bit. So I would say let's see, it's 3:35 now. Let's go to like 3. What do you think? 43?
Something like that.
Yeah, something around there. So when I was asking what should we meditate on today, what I heard was finding your guides, okay, or meeting your guides, however you want to say it, to see if your messages have any guides. I mean, your guides have any messages for you. What really struck me was feel the love. That was important for some reason, like feel the love that somebody has for you. And then the other thing was just releasing. And I mean, I was like really serious. We're going to do releasing again, you know? So if there is anything that you are thinking that you would like me to add that kind of runs in line to that, please leave it in the comments. And then I will definitely add it in there. Okay. I'm trying to get on my phone to get some stuff. Okay. So anybody got a piece or write this down, okay? Because you know I suck at typing stuff, especially with no glasses. So one of the things that came out, and we're going to talk about breath and why breath is so important. Okay, so when you breathe, you usually will hear them say, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. So the thing that you've got to tell yourself, in GMA, I'm going to pick on you because you do have a lot of pain in your body. So they're showing me that sometimes just that breath is kind of hard to keep your brain on. So if anybody else, my table is kind of twisted here. If anybody else is like that, then what I want you to do is remember, pretend like you're smelling a rose and you're blowing out candles. Okay, so literally you would say, smell the rose and blow the candles. I have this table that tilts. See, watch. Ooh, just kidding. So it's just not straight.
And roller coaster.
It's just annoying me. So I don't want to go too close. Now you see my freckles. Okay. So anyways, so when we're talking about breath and we're working on breath, remember, I want you to think in your head, smell the rose and then blow the candles out. And I'm going to say that for a little bit just so that you guys can get into that. Once again, we're going to take a little bit longer to start because I really want to talk about some things here. So if you guys have some paper and pencil, please get that, because I do want to give you guys some stones, because stones came out today. So they wanted to talk about the breath. They wanted to talk about certain stones. And then GMA, they wanted to talk about the spindle cells. That's what it's called, is when you pinch yourself. Okay. So get yourself some pencil and a paper, because I want you guys to write this down. Now, the first, hopefully you guys are ready. I'm going to tell you, these are my favorite absolute. I'm going to start with my absolute favorite. So you guys have sometimes seen me hold this rock, and I'll be like this, and I'll be playing with it, and I'll be touching it. I have this certain space right here that it's actually a rub mark right there that I just rub and rub. Okay. So this stone is called Petersite, and that's spelled P-I-E-T-E-R-S-I-T-E. So it does look like a tree. I never noticed that, but it does.
It does.
So, and here's, now this is raw Petersite, okay? So personally, I usually tend to like the raw stones.
Me too.
I just think the raw stones are more beautiful. So this is one of my favorite stones. And the reason why is because where I got it was I was getting a reading at a fair. I was doing a fair, and I was getting a reading. And Jason, who's a talented reader in Denver, Colorado, and he's changed his name. He used to be like Psychic Potter or something. But anyways, he changed his name. So Jason gave this to me, and as he was getting a reading, he literally kept looking at the stone and looking at me and looking at the stone and looking at me. And then he's like, you need this stone. I mean, it's not, and this was one of his favorites. So this stone specifically is called the Tempest Stone, and it brings positive changes to your life. But it also connects you to spirit. And this one is also, and they have different colors. And this stone helps the connection. And some people say that it helps with Akashic records. I don't really, I don't look for all the details as far as where my connection is coming from, as long as it resonates with you guys. So this is Petersite, is one that if it resonates with you, and remember, you can always go, do I need a Petersite? Do I need more Petersite? Well, I'm pulling apart. Heck yeah, I guess I do need more Petersite. So you can send me Petersite. Just kidding. Just kidding. Another one that hit was African turquoise, especially for now. African turquoise is, I believe, a jasper. I do have some here, but they're very small, and I will try to pick out a good one so you can kind of see what some of them, they're not always this.
So that's actually the name that I was looking for on Sunday.
Yeah, they're kind of different. So this is the mala that I made, and it has, I didn't realize until I was looking down, it has every single one of these stones plus more. So it's this green stone right here. And sometimes they look like an earth. Don't mind my nails.
It does look like planet Earth.
Yeah, it looks like, with some of them, it really does look like an earth. And that's why I love it.
That's awesome.
So African turquoise helps mood swings. And come on, let's really think about that. Who doesn't need that? T-Bar, if you're still here, what it plays on my Facebook on Karen Elizabeth, and it plays on my YouTube, so you can go back and look at those. You won't really lose anything. So African turquoise is another one. It helps mood swings. Also, it helps you manifest the things that you want in your life. So it brings, because a lot of people always like are saying, what am I supposed to be doing? Life path or something like that. So that's what it does. It brings your life path to you. So that's kind of exciting. Wow, really? You're going to have me talk about that? Okay. They just told me something, which I'm like, okay. Hematite. Hematite.
I love
I
it.
love hematite. Okay, hematite is, let's see if I have a hematite on me. Nope, this one does not have a hematite.
Wait,
What?
I do have some.
You have some?
Yes.
Okay. Hematite is a really great stone. And for some reason, males, I don't know why, males really do well with hematite. And I'm not saying that females don't. But yeah, so hematite is a really good stone. It helps ground you to the earth. Okay, which is a really huge thing that we need now, is just to be grounded and not so up there in our emotions. So hematite grounds and protects. And then the last, well, it was going to be last stone, but they said this. And so preonite. And preonite is spelled Prehnite.
Here's a hematite, one of the Karen.
Yeah, can you hold it closer? Yeah, so it's got that shininess to it. And it really, so that really helps protect.
And the turquoise that you mentioned earlier, I had this is what mine looks like. You see?
Oh yeah, see, that's nice.
Yeah. That's the one that I was looking for on Sunday.
Can't remember the name of this stone. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember.
What does it look like?
It looks like this. Like it looks like that. Anyways, I'll remember it. They'll give it to me in a minute. So those are some really good stones that you can work with. Preonite is a heal the healer stone. So most of my personal malas, so this used to have, it's my poor thing. So this is my mala that I made, and this used to have two dangly things right here. And I don't think about that I'm doing this, and I start rubbing this like that when I'm doing readings. And before you know it, it wears the silk down, and then this piece breaks off. But some people really like clear stones. I personally like the inclusions in them. So this one has inclusions. You know, I like I mean, of course, this one's not raw in its aspect because it is shiny, but most of my stones will have those inclusions. Like there's a preonite right there, but some people are like, oh no, I like it where it just shows just plain green. So it's up to you. So, okay, so those are those stones. Now I'm gonna, Sonia wears it in a bracelet. Yeah, I usually do. And for those of you that are gonna start working, T-bar, hematite can be magnetic, not always though. You can have some that are not magnetic.
Well, the ones that are actually, I do have magnetite hematite, but they're fake ones. I mean, I say fake because they're not supposed to be that magnetized, you know. The natural ones are, you can barely feel that magnetism, but these are the one that I have. They're man-made.
Yeah. Well, and keep in mind, I am trying to look at the stone. It really depends. So I think that if you are called to a stone, whether it's man-made or whether it's natural, because there are some stones that you just cannot, I mean, they're so expensive,
Yeah.
So hold on, I need to read this. So it really depends on, I'm typing and trying to metaphysical, meta. Okay, so if you can afford some of those, the real ones, I mean, but if you're connecting to that, that's what's really important. Okay, so this is my ring set, and I got this. So anyways, this is moissanite, okay? Moissanite looks exactly like a diamond.
That's pretty.
Okay, so it looks exactly like diamonds, and it says moissanite, because I really don't believe in diamonds. I don't, and because if you've watched Blood Diamond, I was bawling my head off during that movie. So I cannot do diamonds at all. So this stone helps remove darkness from the inner self and feels natural and spiritual awakening in your life. Well, hell, no wonder I was drawn to this. So basically, this is moissanite, and there's the two of them. And moissanite is a really good stone. This is a man-made stone. So the green is a moissanite fancy, and then the whites. So moissanite would be a good stone that you can kind of help. And so it shines better than diamonds, but that's another stone if you wanted to check into. And I got mine at the Moissanite Co. online, Moissanite Co. Okay, so feel free to, opalites are really pretty, yeah. So it's anything that you are really drawn to, anything that you want to work with. And I'll tell you what, if you guys start going into healing things, it's really funny, because if you set out rose quartz, because that's all about love, and purple amethyst, you set out a protection stone. You basically, if you set out these certain type of stones and you really know what you mean or what they mean, you could literally, as soon as a person steps into your workspace, say, hey, will you do me a favor? Would you just grab one of these stones? And that will tell you what they need. That'll tell you whether they need love or whether they need healing or whether they need protection. So yeah, so I'm kind of like a little rock hound freak. So just to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up and look at your messages. But if you guys feel that you need anything aside from meeting your guides, messages from guides, they just told me feeling the love and some releases, then please type in the comments, and I'm going to look up from the last time I said that and see if you want to add anything in there. So please feel free to. Oh, by the way, Debbie said hi, and she loves you all. She's got, our sister has a massive migraine, and she flew in late last night. So I think it's for some reason when I kind of zoned in on her, it's the shift change, it's the going up, the coming down. It's just really weird. So yeah, that might be a big storm coming. Where are you at, T-Bar? So, but she says hi and sends her love. So I'd love to, when we are doing our healing stuff, send her some love and healing light. Let's see. Positive. I don't know. You asked a question, isn't that blue? And I'm not sure what you were asking as far as this one, that one. Release blockages of finance. Okay, sure. Yeah. And they're giving it to me in a different way. Oh, you're in Indiana. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Just with being abundant with money. Being, okay, abundant. Oh my gosh. Is everybody okay with, doing some releases of things that you don't need in your life? Or I just want to be careful about that, because if you do that one, and you never know who's going to take off out of your life. But I'm hearing that too. Somebody needs, so maybe I should just wait to see if that one just comes through automatically. So, okay. So remember, guys, I'm going to shut down my phone, make sure nobody kind of pesters. Okay. Sit in a comfortable position. Remember,
shut the camera for a while until
yeah. So she goes black. She goes off camera.
Yeah.
She goes off camera completely because she does it all in the dark. Although that was weird. That was green. Yeah, exactly.
It's a lens, actually.
Exactly, Sonia. Be very careful what you ask for. And so I have been asking for whoever is not meant to be on my path, or to please take them out with love and light. But anyways, so sit in a comfortable position. Remember, you guys do not have to look at us. If you are a person that usually tends to fall asleep, or maybe you're a little bit tired today, sit up in a position that is not so comfortable, maybe with your back straight, or just a little bit of uncomfortableness, okay? Remember that meditation is pretty much, it can be considered hypnosis depending on how deep you go. And so just go ahead and start breathing and smell the rose and blow it out. Go ahead and feel free to close your eyes and just concentrate on your breathing. Smell the rose and let it out. Again, smell the rose and let it out. By doing this, what happens is smell the rose and let it out. You're actually connecting your energy to the top of your, just connecting it to where it goes round. They just keep showing me it goes down your spine, it comes back around from your root chakra, back up all the way to the back of your tongue, something in there, and then it gets switched around all the way back to your head. This is what's happening as you're breathing in, because your tongue, when you breathe in, hits the roof of your mouth, okay? So I want you to concentrate on your toes. And I just want you to feel how your toes and the top of your feet feel. Allow them to get really relaxed. Now just concentrate on your ankles and your calves, your knees, and just envision them being more relaxed, letting go. Anything that you don't need right now. Continue to breathe in and out. I want you to be focused on your thighs and your hips. And anything that you're holding there is just release. It just falls away from you. Now I want you to think about your whole entire root chakra area. So that would be around your hips, your lower back. Work that up into your sacral, your solar plexus. Remember that your stomach, where your solar plexus is, to me, those two are where you hold in a lot of stress. You hold in a lot of things. So right now we're just going to relax those. Your back muscles, your stomach muscles, you're just going to relax. You don't need it right now. Continue to pay attention to your breath in and out. So relaxed, safe and protected. Think about your chest area, your shoulders. Just imagine those muscles relaxing. Your arms and your fingers just relaxing more. Go back up to your shoulders and your neck. All that stress just kind of melting away. Okay. Bottom of your skull, all the way around your ears, all those little muscles around your eyes. Just more relaxed as you're enjoying this quiet space. Your eyebrows, all the muscles in your face. Top of your head. So I want you to imagine flowing water. Okay. It's not very deep. You can kind of see the bottom, and you're looking at all the little river rocks that are at the bottom and how they glisten, how the water moves and makes spirals and it just snakes its way down. The grass that's on both sides of the bank. That smell the water has, so clean, so refreshing. Good job, guys. I want you to look up and notice how beautiful the sky looks. And there's some trees and leaves are rustling in the wind ever so softly. As you look down the river, you notice there's a canoe. So you figure, what the heck? Walk down to the canoe. You get into the canoe and you push off. This is so relaxing. Just taking it all in, how beautiful it looks. You can smell it. The air is so fresh. The sun is beating down on your skin. It's warm, but it's not overpowering hot. And you're sitting in this canoe as it's rocking back and forth and back and forth. And you dip your hand down in the water and notice how relaxing that feels. That water just feels like it just sucks everything that's not needed out of your body. It's cleansing. It's calming. You're so safe, so comfortable as you're taking all the sights around you. You notice that gentle rocking that the canoe makes. Maybe you can hear the birds. Maybe you can hear the canoe clunking on the bottom against some rocks. It's so serene, so peaceful. Take a moment to enjoy this time. And it's okay if you hear outside noises. Those will only become a part of the background and they won't disturb you any bit. As you're noticing all the peaceful scenery, Your canoe just comes to a halt. So you get off your canoe, and in the distance you notice a building. It's a beautiful building. You can see some windows. It's so nice looking. The closer you get, you notice how the outside is made. Maybe it has stone. Maybe it's made of siding. It is one of the most beautiful places you've ever seen. And as you walk up to it, you decide to just go ahead and open the door, and you walk in. It's so ornate. You see pictures and decorations on the walls, lamps, furnishings, the way the drapes go on the windows. It's so beautiful and so comfortable. And you start walking around, and you notice a set of stairs. And the stairs are going like round. It's beautiful, lit up. So you grab the railing and you start walking down the stairs. 10, 9, 8, as you go down the steps and you look at the handrail. 7, 6, look at the beautiful walls. So comfortable, so safe, so protected. 5, 4, you're feeling more comfortable, more relaxed. And you see a door. 5, 4, 3, you're on the landing of the steps at the bottom. This beautiful, beautiful door has this bright light coming out from behind it. So you open the door, 1, and you step in. And I want you just to take in everything that you see. Everything that's around you. Maybe some of you will have crystal walls. Maybe some of you will have rose quartz walls. So you're walking in. You see this beautiful space to sit down. It's so comfortable. So protected. And you sit down and you're relaxed in this beautiful, wonderful chair. It seems to just sink you right down into the chair and molds with your body. This is the best chair you've ever sat in. As you start relaxing, you start realizing that you're releasing more things that you don't need in your life. Things that you've hung on to for so long, they just fall away. You don't need them. You're safe and protected and vibrating at such a higher level than you were a few days ago. And all of a sudden, you notice this figure coming to you. It feels so comfortable. This figure starts telling you they're your guardian angel. And they sit down across from you. And I just want to give you like 3 minutes to have a conversation with your guardian angel, your spirit guide. And maybe it's even your animal totem. Maybe it's someone who's passed away. That you're able to feel the most immense love coming from this guide of yours. Maybe you'll get a couple. So I'll stay quiet for a little bit while you talk to your guide and just be in that space of love, complete and utter love. Sorry, I'm going to do some light language for you guys really quick. Good job. So I want you to imagine your spirit guide giving you this gift. Doesn't have to be anything big. Could be a feather. Could be a dime. Could be a bug. And your spirit guide goes behind you. And they start tapping on your back. And this is a good feeling for you. And you release all your blockages that you have. Some of you have been blocked for your spirituality. Some of you have been blocked through finances. Some of you blocked through relationships. Some of you have been blocked for love. Some of you have been blocked for your true potential. And some of you have been blocked for your own self-worth. And your spirit guide taps on your back, releasing all of those blocks. And they give you this gift and tell you, this is yours to remember me. And so you hug. And they tell you that they're always going to be there by your back, always going to be helping you out. So you start walking towards the door. And you start realizing that the minute you cross over the door's threshold, anything else that doesn't have your highest and best good is getting left behind because you don't need it. And with love and light, you start walking up there. 1, step up. 2, 3, grab the rails. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're looking around at the walls. 9 and 10, and you're back on the landing of the platform, looking at the house again, looking at the windows and the mirrors and the door. So you go ahead and you walk into the living room, and the living room faces outside, and you have this beautiful, beautiful view. So you sit down and you start doing the pink light, imagining that pink light radiating within you, through your heart, touching each chakra, radiating outside of your body. It goes to anyone who doesn't, or anyone who needs it, touching every person. We're going to make sure we hit our sister Debbie. We're going to fill her head with beautiful pink light so that she doesn't have this pain in her head anymore. Fill her heart. Imagine her body just being filled with beautiful pink light. And the family she's visiting right now, that they're safe and protected. We're going to hit our fellow sisters and brothers in this room and shine that beautiful pink light on them for all the pain. And for those of you that have something that you desperately want in your life but still don't, we're going to fill those areas of your heart up. It's touching every single person in every single state till it reaches all over the world. It blasts out into the universe, up into the ethers, comes back down, lands on you again. And it specifically focuses on anywhere that you have pain. Hands, feet, knee, back, head. Somebody not walking right. It is specifically targeting not so much that area, but the root of the problem. So you might feel it somewhere else. And imagine your cells healing. This beautiful light just shining in your body. Just keep that light within you. I want you to start getting up and walking out of the house and close the door. This is your safe space to come. You can come to this space anytime that you need it. And you could go down into the basement and look at your guardian angels anytime that you need to. You start walking to the canoe. You get in the canoe. It's very odd because you notice the river's going the other way now. And it's bringing you back and back to where you first started. And you're feeling more awake, more refreshed. You're starting to feel your toes and your legs and your hips. You're starting to move your feet around in your hands. Starting to move your body. Getting to that starting point where we very first started the canoe, and our body is feeling more refreshed, more alive. Every ounce, go ahead and stretch if you need to stretch. As soon as you get out of the canoe, you feel invigorated. You feel like you've done some beautiful work. And you're back in your body, right here, right now, at this present time. in your space, wherever you're at, and you're refreshed, awake, awake, awake. So, hi guys. Go ahead and take a moment. If you have some water, go ahead and suggest you drink it. So I'd love for you guys to start typing when you guys are feeling good and awake, and tell me what you felt. Tell me what you experienced. And you guys are quiet. Oh, that's right. I always forget there's a lag. I'm like, nobody's talking. So, how are you guys feeling? Remember to drink lots of water, because that's a meditation that's pretty intense. Okay. So lots and lots of water. How are you doing over there, Lola?
Good.
Okay.
I'm doing great. I was actually surprised when I removed that because it's still daylight here, so I had to put this over my eyes.
Uh-huh.
And then when I got back, it was like I was under the sun. So, oh my God, it's so much light.
Yeah. Lola likes doing her Reiki. So the whole time Lola was doing Reiki. So I need to see you guys typing something, please. Please, my dears. Anything. I just need to know everybody's awake.
Oh, that's beautiful, Jima. Her name, Ryan.
There you go. So Ryan, yeah, that is awesome. So she felt Ryan, and Positives felt a lot of tingles, and I could see the pink light. Awesome. Awesome. Yay. Okay. Sonia said that was wonderful. Thank you. Bella said that was wonderful. Oh, yes. I knew somebody was connected to their family member. Someone else was supposed to connect to the family member, but their phone started blowing up. But so my little brother who passed is with me always. My belief in rage. I think his wife poisoned. He did. He said that to me too. It really doesn't matter. You know, he really is okay with where he's at. And so, so yeah, I'm glad you got to see him. And so that's really awesome. So I saw the color green as well at the beginning, and I spoke with my grandma, who's my guardian angel. Yeah, and it's really weird. So one of my spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever you want to call him, when I asked him his name, he literally said, "You can't pronounce my name, just call me Sirius." And he literally is freaking like 9 feet tall. And he's just a silhouette, and he looks like a golden sparkler coming down. And so I thought it was all in my head until one of my friends was like, "Whoa, who is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's new." You know. So yeah, so I'm glad you guys had a really great experience. Yeah. Yeah, he's really tall, really, really tall. And so I have another one, and she looks like a Roman goddess almost. And when I asked them their names, I got and this was a while ago, so I got Fina. She literally said it just like this, Fina, Serafina. So I'm like, okay, that works. That's a neat name. So. While I was traveling down the stream, there were beings lining on each side of the banks, and they had robes, and their faces were like galaxies. Wow, see, that is cool. Yeah. So this is awesome. So remember that when we do things like this, the healing does not stop. You need to drink lots of water, lots of water. So drink lots of water, get that releasing. And remember, for those of you that are watching this later on, the Reiki is still there. It is all within this video per se. So you're still going to feel the same way. You know, one of my clients, it really touched my heart, and I sent it to my sisters, the text message, because I won't say what their name was, but he had said, you know, I watched that and it made me weep like a baby. And, you know, he released a lot of stuff. So it was really nice for me and my sisters to see that and to hear that it was doing good. So, anyways, I think that was all of my notes, and hopefully I hit everybody's thing. Does anybody need a reading or have anything? Because we had discussed that if you guys needed a reading or if you guys needed something, that we would go ahead and do that. Oh, Bella said, the golden light came out of all their hearts and pierced my heart, and then I was completely lifted out of the canoe. And you know what? When something happens like that, go with it.
Yeah.
Because these are your guides. These are your people. I mean, before we start, you know, I have this whole ritual where I'm praying that this is a safe space for everybody involved. And then I'm lighting sage. You know, Lola will tell you, I'm listening to music. I'm just, you know, this is such a protected space. And I literally envision your guides bringing information to us and to you. So yeah, just understand that. So yeah, so it's very protected. So let's see. Sonia says, yes, please. Yes, I need to discuss, LOL, what my guides want to tell me. Okay, so go ahead and put the questions up and we'll make sure we answer them. So, Gima, what's really weird is I actually see that you need to, because this person just popped in here. So, and I say person, but it's like your guide. It's really weird. So you need to start praying to this. He would be your spirit guide for healing and stuff. He specifically is talking about healing, and pray to him that that those things would happen, and they would help you in your sleep. And then he's the one he kind of steps up going, I'm the one that's in charge of healing, but she has to ask me. She has to, you know, almost envision me doing the healings, things like that. So if that resonates with you, I would start doing that when you go to sleep tonight. Just envision this new person that, you know, and just say, whoever has my highest and best good, whoever has got some healing messages, you know, for my body, come and do it, as long as it's with love and light, and help me heal. So I think that would be a really good thing. Sonia, I felt like my guides were trying to give me a message, but I couldn't quite make it out. Sonia, now that you know how to do that, you can go back to this and watch this. And sometimes when we are, you know, when we're kind of up here, we're not really sure where we're going with this. Because here's the deal. You know, like I've said before, meditation is kind of a self-hypnosis thing. So if you're not 100% comfortable in that moment, you know, you're not, whether it's just because I don't know where Karen's taking me or what's going on, you know, you'll be a little bit reluctant. But you can continue to do this and then tell your guides, hey, I need you to change the frequency so that I can understand you, because I can understand you. I'm pretty sure you heard that message, how I started talking to my guides, right? Because that was pretty funny. Let's see. Just a message from your guides. So I can't really make out. I'm guessing Gmail wants to know what her guides want to tell her. Is that what that's the question? Is that my understanding, Lola?
That's how I understood it.
Yeah, Jima, I just keep getting this healer guide that's going, keep asking for me. I will help you. Okay. Sonia, Lola, I don't know if you hear something better, different, but I just keep hearing that. Please go back to this and try to do it a couple of times. And it may take 3 or 4 times for you for some reason until they can get the right frequency. Because they show me turning the knob of the radio, like the old, I don't know how old you are, but when we were growing up, you had to push a button. You could push these buttons or you could turn the dial. And so that's what they're saying. We got to, between the dial and the push buttons, we got to figure out where we're coming from. Okay. Those of you that are just now coming in, we did this awesome meditation. And so feel free to start it over again and look at it from the beginning, because we talked about stones for protection and healing. And we talked about meeting up with the guides as far as when we did all my notes, meeting up with the guides, and we talked about the breath and the reason why we do the breath like we do. Okay. Do you have anything for her?
Oh no, sorry. I stopped shuffling the cards, listening to you.
Oh, sorry.
It's me. This is for Jima, right?
Yeah. Bella, that is really cool. So Jima said, what do her guides want to tell her? And I'm only picking up on the healer guide. And
I think that's pretty much accurate, because it's greenish on my on the side.
oh, wow. Positive's got a really good question. Hi, D. I'm just going to say D because I always jack up your name. So, oh, and by the way, guys, so just so you know, as soon as my sisters and I sit back and talk about what day is going to work, I am going to change this date. So I start back, let me get my calendar so I make sure. So I start back to work on, so those of you that know I work with in a school with this emotionally disabled kids, but I also train people on how, this sounds so bad when I say it, but it is true, how to put kids in a hold that are harming themselves or other people. So the children that I work with cannot go to school in a regular school environment. So I actually start back to work on the 24th of July. So, it'll probably be a little bit later, and we'll figure out a day, or maybe we'll just double dip on a weekend or something, but we'll see as soon as we figure out where we're going to put this. So, but the 24th, just be looking for after the 24th, the date will change.
So like we were saying for Jima, I do have an invitation to a spiritual journey here. Like Karen was saying, and I do have also it's peaceful around you with the lilies here. So you're getting closer to your guides. So really ask for their help. Don't be afraid to literally ask for the help, because they are around us, but they won't do anything unless we ask for it. So use your voice here with the birds. Use your voice and really don't be shy.
Yeah.
And this tree, because I have also the sun here going with the this way, the cross, and that spiritual journey is just going for the how what's the word, illumination.
Yeah. Mhm. So I picked out 3 cards. And so I would agree with Lola. So the fire around these ones means spirit. Okay. So we're working on spirit and we're expanding. Okay. Remember, this is like a pregnancy. It's not going to, it's not like 7 hours in the crock pot and bam, your beans are done. It's going to take some time and it's going to take some work and it's going to be slow and steady, but it ends up being really good. Okay. The quickening is like the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. It's that little bit of, they show me a little bit of shake, this little bit of shake. And we've been working on this, the purification, the getting rid of anything that doesn't serve you. I really resonate with this card. And if tattoos didn't hurt so badly, I would probably ask my friend Sonia. So Sonia Shannon is, oh yeah, I know T-Barb. Yeah, I know. But I would ask Sonia Shannon if I could like tattoo this. And because what it means is, so if you look at it, it's like all this earth problems, all this earth poison, all these things that hurt our soul and that hurt us. This woman has basically taken in that poison and turned it into this beautiful peacock.
Oh, so
and yeah, that's what this card means. It's like the earth's, all these earthly problems, all these earthly things that you thought hurt you and poisoned you actually made you into something really beautiful and wonderful. So, so they're basically saying now's the time to look, Jima. You're looking at things differently, you're seeing things differently, and you're feeling it differently. And it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to be okay. Yeah, T-Bar, most of the children that I work with are nonverbal autistic. So that sometimes they will hurt themselves. So, but yes, I work in a program that everybody has an IEP, and that's what I love to do. So, okay. So cool, Jima, things are changing for you, and don't compare yourself to anybody because they're showing me this. One's a bamboo and one's a big oak tree, and it's in the Osha Zen card. And what that means is, don't compare and say, man, like I'm taking this, like I said, I take a lot of classes, and Debbie was talking to us about this one class. So I went ahead and took it. And this lady was talking about how she feels bumps. And I'm like, well, I don't feel bumps. I see people right there, so I'm not going to be able to do it the way she does. I've just got to do it my own way. So don't compare yourself because, Lola and Debbie are strong the way they are. And I don't even look to them and say, man, I wish I had that, because that's them. So don't compare how fast you're running the race. At least you're walking on the track, baby. So keep going. That's what they say. At least you're walking on the track. Okay. So, Sonia, I felt like my guides were trying to give me a message, but I couldn't quite make it out. I'll go ahead and throw some cards, but they just really keep saying that there are some things that it is not about beating yourself up about you couldn't do it, because it is a little different, like I said, but they're saying they really do want to talk to you and figure out that your frequency, what setting you're on, because it's the dial. They want to tune in. So please keep practicing with this one and do this one over and over. But I do want to throw these ones. It's the future. Okay, so understand right now you're working on your body, your mind, and what is the other one that I always forget? So your body, your mind, and your heart. You're working on your body and your mind and your heart. So this is a surrender. You know, there's certain things that you're going to be able to have control over, and you're just going to have to lay there and kind of just deal with it, and just kind of, they show me just wade in the water just to see where the river stops. You know, here you are. You're the one on the horse. Okay, so you've got all this power, all this knowledge, all this thing. And so give it out graciously, but they're also saying make sure you have good boundaries about it. Okay, and right now, even though you may feel like you're on a standstill, because this is, oops, we've just flipped over. See, oh boy, it's flipped over upside down, looking at things from a new perspective. So they're saying it's going to be okay. Just keep doing you. Oh, somebody's calling me. My other job is calling me.
Oops. Yes, and as you do, Sonia, also cut away things that do not serve your purpose, your spiritual growth, because you are leading towards something new here with spiritually with the cross and the child.
They were confirming me as the reader for tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Okay. So hopefully that helps, Sonia. Should we do this one, Sonia?
Yes, do it. Do it. Hey, Jen.
These cards crack me up. There are some really beautiful ones in here. I picked one the other day that almost.
You read, yes. You read one on Sunday night. That was really cool.
I picked two. So this one says, if you think someone is lying, they are. And this one says, get the fuck outside and move your ass. Your body's pissed at you. Maybe this was mine, Sonia. I'm not sure.
Oh, Jen, I do the deck.
I haven't worked out in a few days. Punching bag misses me. Okay. T-Bar wants a message for her guides.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know why this seems to be the deck for the day. It's future home for T-Bar. Oh, okay. Oh, this is really weird. This has nothing to do with T-Bar. Gma, if you're in the room, this is really odd. You just popped into my head. That's because I saw your name on this piece of paper when I was like, tell Gma this. They also gave me just a minute for Gma. They gave me, let's imagine your hands are hurting for a minute and you try that pinch thing all the way down. So you just pinch all the way down. What I also want you to do is breathe while you're doing that and say, smell the rose, blow out the candle, pinch, 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 smell the rose, blow out the candle. Because sometimes we're so concerned with the pain, we just can't, even that sometimes. The other thing they want, oh, I still have my microphone on. The other thing they want you to try is literally thinking about one part of your body that is not hurting and take the not hurting and shove it into, it's kind of weird, into your hands or into your ankle or into something, they're saying. So they want you to try that. So. Ooh, okay. So immigration. Immigration is all about knowing things from the past and you're putting it into the future. You know, you're just kind of looking at what you know and you're adding it and you're kind of sewing it to your future now. There's recycle is about getting things done that you need to do. Don't put stuff off. Look at all the things that, you know, like you having the tools to do the things that you finally need to do to create this big, wonderful masterpiece. This one is a really hard one. So integration, were you here, T-Barb, when we did the yesterday, or I mean, what was it? The last meditation I did on Sunday.
Sunday evening. So
they're showing me that you may want to do some immigration work. And it's like this card represents some fractured person. And it's like, I'm fractured, I've been hurt. So I kind of.
I have it here too, the 10 of Swords.
So it's a hard thing to do. So what I would do is go back through Sunday's video and kind of work on that. But instead of seeing other people that have hurt you, imagine, and you can just create this on your own. So, there's been, anybody that knows me knows I've had a lot of trauma in my childhood. Mm-hmm. And so I have had to do a lot of work on that, and it doesn't stop, it just doesn't stop. So if you think about it, we all do this, I think we all do this. You get hurt and you kind of compartmentalize that pain and you put it somewhere. Some people go even as far as to, I have a sister that has got split personality. I mean, she not only compartmentalized and made herself all of these people, and they handle different things for her, but she's worked really hard to put them back together. And so that's what it's saying. It's like, acknowledge that 10-year-old girl, or that 18-year-old girl, or even the 22-year-old girl. And you need to start having a discussion and saying, yeah, I know it hurts you, but we're safe, we're good, we're here. And you just got to let that shit go. Because they show me you holding a bunch of bags of just crap that you don't need. There's no sense. It's like you're holding on to the bag. Ain't nobody else holding on with it. They don't even care. They're done with it. So they're saying you got to let that go. Okay. So once again, I picked 4 for you, the purification card. What we just talked about is all of these earthly pains and all of these earthly things, and you need to let them go and turn them into something beautiful and wonderful for you, because it is time. It really is time for you to let that crap go, they say. Okay.
Yes, I have about the same thing. So it's going to be a repetition, because I have here, you are holding on to past hurt here, and it mirrors this is the 10 of Swords, and it mirrors the anchor here, and you are dwelling on those hurts here with the six of Cups. And you need to let that go, because whatever happened in the past was that was karma. It was meant to be for your own growth. So you need to really let it go and continue to move, because on ahead, this is what is ahead, the Sun card. Yeah, let this 10 of Swords, those previous hurts go, and just move on, heal yourself, and you will be okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, maybe fractured is a tough word to use, but just imagine if you have a book, and what they're showing me is there's a lot of bookmarks. It's a lot of bookmarks there where you're hurt here and you still hang on to it, and so they're saying, and yeah, they're saying be careful also putting too much negative into. They're showing negative going in your eyes and then you speaking it out. Does that make sense to you, T-Barb? So yeah. So they're just saying, just watch out. I mean, it's just like when you've had pain and you just hold on to that pain. That's what it means, but you just got to deal with it and work it out and let it go. And whether it's in the past or things will be coming to you soon that will make you irritated. So just be positive about it.
Yes. Jima said the son-in-law went to Afghanistan today.
Maybe that's it. T-Bar, maybe just that, and just holding on to things that just don't really belong to you anymore. Really excited for him that he is gone, because I know that that's what needed to happen for the family. And he's going to be fine. I don't see anything that's going to be wrong with him. So I'm excited. I kind of skipped, do the deck. I'm going to do the deck for you, Jen. It's the cards, not the deck. It's the cards. So Jen is the one that sometimes is my moderator. And so Aspen, honey, my door is always open for you. But when you come, you got to tell me, because that's when I'm going to make an exception, and I will cook and bake something really cool for you. Okay. Because then I got an excuse. Then I can say, hey, my adopted granddaughter's coming over here. I need to make and cook something. Woo. See, otherwise we're going to have some salad. And some that's all we're eating over here. Okay, so the deck. Okay, who else do we have? I am trying to scroll up. Okay, guides, T-Bar. So yeah, I would just, and you know what? And I don't want you to think we're saying you're a grumpy person, because you're not at all. I'm just saying that sometimes we hang on to things that just don't serve us anymore. And they're showing me that you have a couple of, it's like watching somebody carry groceries in, that we're hanging on to this that just don't serve you, or you don't need it. So I would just really sort through that, because we're all having to do that. Let's see, Bella, you had a very cool experience. Let's see. Okay, positive. Been working on a major project to start my business, and everything got erased.
What do you mean everything got erased?
Her computer just...
Ooh.
You know what I saw? I'll show you what card I saw. You know that perspective of that guy hanging upside down? That's exactly the card that they give me in my head. It was like, you need to see this from a different perspective. Some of that was okay, but they're like, nope, you need to see it from a different perspective. They want you to widen. Wait, let me get this. Macro lens. Macro lens is, they're showing me this. Like, you thought you were here, and then bam, we did this to you and we hung you upside down. So when you're in photography, you use, I think it's called a macro.
Yeah, macro.
They're giving me macro. So a macro lens, basically they had me zoom on this flower, and they had me looking at it like this. Wonder if I could see my other eye in here. You can't, but anyways. And then they took it away, and then they opened it. And so be a little bit broader, I think, if you can, if that makes any sense to you. Because that's what they're saying, be a little bit broader. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Go ahead, Lola, if you're ready.
Yes, I do have this cards that I put with the tarot are mainly around the everything shutting down, because I do have the disappointment card here with the 5 of cups in past, and positive being calm here in the Queen of Cups. But yeah, the message here with the Wheel of Fortune, this was this happened for a reason, and also a test to yourself to see like, okay, how you handle challenge. I don't know what if that makes sense with what I just said, but this is what I'm hearing. How you handle challenge, because what is the business about? Because that is that is going to be quite a challenge somehow. And it feels like this was a kind of a test. Not that you won't have another test or more tests on the way, but they are watching over you, and nothing is done randomly.
I would agree. I got, and this is for however it suits you, okay? Remember that we are all going through a period of growth.
Yeah.
Things are falling away. The time of silence, okay? So let me stop because this is talking to everybody, they said. The time of silence was for all of us to heal. And we are all healing at different levels. We are all seeing things differently. So someone may have just now been stepping into this healing where they're trying to figure out, how do I get away from this situation? Whether it's work, whether it's relationships, whatever it is. But they're saying that, one of the things that you need to do is be okay with crying. Sometimes the only thing that you can do is heal. Understand, don't be depressed that this didn't happen, because this is a lot of possibilities coming your way. This opens it up. And I don't know why they give me that macro lens again. It's like, even though you were thinking about this business, they want you to open it up and expand it a little bit more. Like, instead of me going, I'm a Reiki master, I want to open a Reiki. No, I want to open Reiki, a quantum healing hypnosis technique. I want to do past life regressions. I want to do, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're saying like, you have more, but you're not adding that in. So they're saying, no, we're done. We're not going to. So just add those possibilities. And this is, don't be too hard on yourself. This is weird because this is not what this card means, but it is what the card means now. It's like, there's morality, and morality usually means like, don't be like stuck up in a way. Stuck up's not a good word. Morality, it's like looking down on other people for where they're at. Remember that we're all on each other's, we're on our own path, our own journey. And so the best thing that you could do is support and love the person that's next to you, and realize that, yeah, sometimes I see some stuff and I'm thinking, boy, that's a dumb way to do it. But I don't say it out loud. I just kind of be like, well, they'll learn. So that's what they're saying. Just be careful that you don't do it like that. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. So hopefully that helps. But I know it's kind of a bummer, but I'm kind of glad for you. That you're going to have to work a little bit harder, but I'm really kind of glad. Let's see. I'm trying to, I guess I should have started. See, this is why I cannot handle being the moderator and then looking through. I just don't ever remember who's next. Okay, did that.
And I forgot to take notes too.
Totally forgot to write this down. Oh, so I want to go to this one. So we love you, but I didn't understand a specific message from your guides who speak to me. Bella, you know what? Have you ever tried automatic writing?
Oh, that'd be a good one.
So what I would do is, all of you guys can work on a light switch. And what a light switch means is, I'm not even going to explain the sign because I don't want to offend anybody, but let's just say it's like two big old lips just going like this. And these lips represent that some of you walk around just picking up information. You just kind of get it in when it's open and just kind of it closes back up again. So what they're asking anybody to do is create I know Jen's laughing at that because she knows exactly what that means. Create a light switch, which means what you would do is like envision or not envision, but I started mine with sage. So I would light some sage. I would light Nag Champa incense, and then I would listen to 70s music, rock music specifically. And then I would do that for a while, and then I would start Googling, or I would start reading about spirituality, and I would do all this stuff. So that way you're actually training your brain with scent, because it's a proven fact that people who have been, just sense can take you right back into a certain memory. So I wanted that. So that's what I did, was I created a light switch, and they're saying create a light switch and create a gatekeeper, so that these people the gatekeeper actually keeps crap away from you that you don't need to know about. Like, I mean, I want to help you guys, but I don't want to know every single detail of your life. I just want to give you the information that your guides and my guides, want to pass along, and then that will be you for your best, So, but I would do that again, Bella, and I would do it again. And not only would I do it again, I'd do it again with a piece of paper and a pencil. Okay. Do you have anything for her?
I just see reason to for celebration coming up ahead, because I do have the Ace of Cups, then the Four of Wands, and the Word. So if I look at because the Ace of Cups, Bella, are you dating someone, or are you? Because if not, they are on their way, or if you are, things are about to move to the next level with the Ace of Cups here, love renewed, and the celebration card with the Four of Matches, and harmony with the Word. So maybe that is what that "We Love You" was connected to as well. Okay, so then you may have someone coming up soon with the Ace of being on your way with the Ace of Cups here, because when you look at the traditional Four of Wands, that is the people. It's like a marriage. Trying my best to stop thinking about letting go.
You might want to do some cord cutting.
Yeah, clear cut work necessary right there. Because there's harmony here. What I have and they really go like okay, if you, that's the order, the Ace of Cup, Four of Wands, and then the harmony here. That's we're moving this way. Well, that way for you, because I'm reverse here.
Yeah. Bella, I did just pull the cards. Just to see, I mean, they're fun to play with, but they're really, I mean, so
well,
really
spot on. So
well, it is spot on, because it says, whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. Okay, so don't think about John. Get him out of your head, sister. That's why I was laughing. I was laughing because of that one. Okay. So Aspen wanted to know how I was doing. I answered her. Let's see. Come on, mouse work. There you go. Here's Aspen's response. Okay, you just come on over, Aspen, but know that I'm not cleaning the house because I'm old and I'm lazy right now.
Bella said, so don't let him go.
I'm glad you didn't cry or flip out positive. Seriously, man. Because it's so macro lens, yes. See, this is how much stuff I miss keeping the little blue thing on the. Will this vibrational shift calm down, or we will just be leveling up in energy? I don't think it calms down for a while. I just see it going to the end of the year. My guy,
Intensifying too.
huh?
Even intensifying too.
Yeah, it's going to intensify. I'm being told be careful of the smoke screens, people. A lot more is going on here than what we are all being told. So there's a lot more stuff going on. Remember that as healers and light bearers, whatever they, light healers and light bearers, wherever you put yourself in that mix, you have to have discernment about what you are being told in all facets. Understand that all of this negative stuff has to come out in order for us to vibrate and shift and be better. So listen to it, feel yourself and where it fits in, and send love and light to everybody. Everybody has their purpose. My purpose is not to stand outside with a sign in my hand. That's just not my purpose. But more power to that person who that is their purpose. More power to that person that's their voice. I send lots of healing energy to those people that truly is their purpose in life. Mine's not that. Mine is doing this right here, but they're saying be careful with the smoke screens. It's going to get rougher, Jen. I hate to say it. And so you're going to have to start using your tools. And we talked about stones and protection stones and grounding stones earlier, but bring in those stones into your life, because what you don't realize is for some of you, the energy has been kind of wonky like this for a long time, but you didn't realize it. Mm-hmm. So now you're stepping up going, what the hell is going on here? It's been like this for a while, but it's going to get worse. So that's what I feel. How about you, Lola?
Yes, the same. The same. And like Jen said too, it's already getting so intense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It has been.
Yeah. Jen's been with me long enough. Oh, where's it go? That's not the one. This one. Jen's been long enough with me that she knows what that sign means. And I said, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's actually pretty hilarious. Okay, let's see. Bella, start getting the 3 papers if you haven't done that. There it is. Oh, I used to do that. I protested. I know, that's how I feel. I'm too old to be standing out there. Plus, 8 o'clock is my bedtime. 8 o'clock, yeah. Getting all my crystals and stones nice and cleansed. Guys, remember to put your stones outside too. Put them out.
4th and 5th and 5th of July.
What?
Sorry. Isn't there
there's something coming.
Yeah.
A new moon and something else. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you did your 3 papers. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. You guys what I keep telling everybody, even people that I honestly don't agree with, I keep saying, speak your truth. That's your truth. That's you hang on to your truth, but don't beat anybody down by it. So, but okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, there's a new moon. I think Friday.
Yeah, there is. Oh, Bella, you don't know what the 3 papers are? Oh, sister.
July.
Okay, so here we go, Bella. This is what you write. Okay, so
Hormone on the 4th. Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah. So the 3 pieces of paper, Bella, is this. Hello, Eva Bradley. Hi, this is my daughter. Here,
Hey, Eva.
this is Eva. So that's the baby, the grandbaby. This is who the grandbaby belongs.
Oh, nice to meet you, Eva.
And this is Lola, and these are all the ladies. So the 3 pieces of paper is this. So Bella, when you are trying to manifest someone in your life, I don't want you to be, they're saying, don't worry about the outside package unless that's really super important to you. I don't really care about that. This is just me. So I did this myself, and Jen's all, I miss her cheeks. She still has cheeks. That baby still has cheeks. So I wrote down 3 pieces of paper. And what I did was my very first pieces of paper, here, this is her today. So
Wow.
my very first piece of paper, what I wrote was things that I did not want. I don't want an alcoholic. I don't want a drug addict. I don't want someone who I need to fix. I don't want someone who is going to be abusive. I don't want someone who is going to be hurtful. Okay. So I wrote all of that down. And then I looked at that piece of paper, and then I realized, holy shit, I've been attracting this for so long. No wonder why the same people, they're just different faces. It's the same person. So I turned around and I got a new sheet of paper, and I literally went and said, I don't want an alcoholic. I want someone who's responsible with alcohol. I don't want someone who's a drug addict. I want someone who's responsible with drugs. I don't want someone who's going to beat me. I want someone who can treat me like a queen. And I did this. Every single negative, I turned it into a positive. And then I realized, well, damn, you know, here I am asking for Mr. Right, but what am I going to do? Well, let me back up. I threw the first piece of paper away. So then I thought, what am I going to do? Well, when I have this perfect person in my life that doesn't need alcohol or drugs to have fun, we're going to really enjoy each other's company. When, yep, positive for life. When I have this perfect person in my life, see, I wanted them financially responsible. You know, I don't really care about money. Anybody that knows me knows I don't really care about money. It's a form of energy to me. If I give, I just get it right back. So it doesn't really matter to me. I don't care. You know, I want someone that's going to know my love language. And when this person treats me like a queen, I in turn am going to fulfill that person's needs. When this, you know, because this person has got their shit together and they can talk, then we will have wonderful conversations. So now what you're left with is one piece of paper that has what you want. You're focusing on what you want. And your second piece of paper is, well, it would really be your third. Your second piece of paper would be when you have this perfect person, who are you going to be when you have this perfect person in your life? Because of course you're not going to do the same things you used to do. I mean, I'm a prime example. I used to not say anything because I didn't know how to talk. So I just shut my mouth and I didn't say anything. And then I'd get pissed off because, well, I didn't want to eat that, or I didn't want to do that, but I didn't say anything. So I'm literally criticizing a person for my own mistake. And so there's a lot of room and a lot of growth in that. So you do what you need to do. Take those 2 pieces of paper, put them on the wall, look at them, do whatever you got to do. Understand that spirit's it may take a little bit of time because that person may be working on their shit. Remember, A lot of people are changing their whole entire life at this point. This was the time when you're looking at things going, I don't want this anymore. This is not serving my needs. I cannot, you know, they're almost showing me somebody who's like drowning, and they're like, I can't live like this anymore. They're being pulled under water like quicksand, and they're like, I just can't do it. So use those 3 pieces of paper, because it really, really does. It really does help. Okay. Any other questions?
Thank you, Eva, for the compliment.
I'm like, where? What compliment?
Oh, she said, nice to meet you, Lola. I love your hair.
Yeah.
Man.
I just saw my cheeks today. I went over to the house. So any other questions? Eva, you want a quick reading? Eva doesn't like readings.
Well, maybe she should get the cards. That'd be quick.
Okay, we're going to give Eva the cards. Ready? Okay. Yeah, and the whole thing, Bella, is you concentrate on what you want, because what we don't realize is we were always manifesting by default. By going over there and saying, I don't want this, I don't want that, what ends up happening is you keep concentrating on those negative stuff. You know, if you keep concentrating on the negative things, she's gone, I think. We'll just give her a card and I'll just text it to her. If you keep thinking about negative things are going to happen. And so you got to be thinking about positive. Oh, this one says, stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone that's worth it. Don't waste it with ridiculousness. I don't think this one suits her. See, I'm telling you, yes, you could use the 3 pieces of paper with manifesting money. Why not? I mean, think about it this way. If I always say that I don't have enough, then I never get enough. So, you know, I don't know why they're telling me to tell you guys this. I'm going to tell you this, and you can put it how you want to, okay? So tomorrow I'm going to the bookstore, and I'll be reading over there. So it's like 3 or 4 times a week. Oh, that might be yours, Jen. Yes, that might be yours. So anyways, so I just, well, I know why they're telling you to say this. Okay, so let me highlight that. So positive, instead of creating it into 3 papers, what you could do is they're saying, hey, this is how I manifest money or readings or whatever you want to call it. I should stop hitting that. For work, tomorrow what I'll do is when I get up in the morning, I will literally say, I am of service to spirit, I am. I am of service to others, I am. I am a beacon of light to whoever needs me, I am. I am a clear and concise channel, I am. I am connected to my spirit guides to give out messages for their highest and best good, I am. I am a service to spirit, I am. I am a service to others, I am. I am a beacon of light to those who need me. And I do this. So maybe what you could, because they're literally showing me that beacon of light. So they're saying you need to create something where you're a beacon of light. So I am a beacon of light that for money that comes pouring in my way. I don't know how you would say it where it sounds good coming out of your mouth, but imagine that beacon of light. Or I am a magnet for money, I am. So it's an I am and a beacon of light or a magnet for money, because they want you to create a mantra that you do every day. So that's what I would do with the money. So I don't really concentrate, even when I need money, I don't really concentrate, oh my God, I have to make this much money today. Because when I do that, it won't come, because I'm concentrating on not having.
Yeah.
Yeah. So concentrate on I'm of service to other people, especially you that's starting this business. I'm of service to someone else. I'm of service, you know, like Jen's a realtor. You know, Jen doesn't need to, you know, call in more houses. What she needs to do is call in money, you know, positive should listen to or read, I am a badass at making money.
I love that.
Is that a book, Jen? Yeah. So I don't, I always concentrate on what's coming, that money's coming my way, that money's pouring my way. If I want something, I wanted a new truck. I didn't worry about how I was going to get it. I want a new truck. So, oh yeah, there's some great Abraham Hicks stuff.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I do. And I use her workshed idea. Oh, it is a book. So this is a book. I'll put that back up positive so you can write that down if you want. But I use the workshed idea all the time. So, but any other questions? Anything going once? Anything you guys want to talk about? All I've eaten is a kid's meal at Chick-fil-A. I'm pretty hungry.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lie. I had a smoothie this morning. So, all right, guys, remember that my time will change. As soon as we figure out what's going to work best, I will tell you guys. Who needs a card? Oh, Aunt Jan needs a card. Okay, here comes. Here's Aunt Jan's card. Jen, you're not just scrambled some eggs. You are not following the protocol. Somebody already said we're going to call it the cards. You're not following the protocol. Okay, so this is for Aunt Jan. What does Aunt Jan need to know today? What does Aunt Jan need to know today? Okay, here we go. Says, time to let go. That sounds good. And move the fuck on. Okay. So, hey, my friend needs this card. So, that's funny. Okay, there's your card, Aunt Jan. Okay, Cynthia needs a card. Are you talking about these cards, Cynthia? Because you know they're on the money. Jerry, not Harry. What? Did I miss something? Oh, Jerry Hicks. I was like, what about Jerry, not Harry? Okay, Cynthia. I need to do a couple of cards for you, actually, for some reason. Okay, so what does Cynthia need to be concentrating on? What does she need to know for today from the cards? Yeah, the cards. Got to get it right. They are funny cards, positive. I think one of my friends that's really spiritual and doesn't like me cussing popped in while we were doing these, and I'm like,
oh wow.
You know me, I'm spiritual, but unfortunately I do keep it a little real. Okay. Oh, who's this for? This is for Cynthia. Oh my God, I love you and I don't want to read this. I love you so much, Cynthia. Okay, here goes. It says, you look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. Oops. So, I've never seen that one. I don't think you're a hot mess. I think you're awesome. But I do want to read these over here. I'm being told to read 3. Oh, they're funny, Janet. Oh my gosh. I still haven't. Well, I think we did pull one for me, right?
Yes.
Did we pull that one time?
You put one for you, for Debbie, and for myself.
It's like, I don't know if I want to pull it. Okay, so this card's been coming out a lot, surrender. For those of us that read, when you're practicing your reading, understand that if something comes out a lot, that message is for you too. So because we've had this a couple of times, this is me. So surrender, for some reason, Cynthia just, kind of sit back, lay back, relax. There's no time for movement right now. They're saying just relax, okay? Cynthia, you're going to be more receptive. There's more things coming. I do see you changing things. So the changing the way you're getting it, it's going to come stronger. I don't know if we've ever discussed your son having some spidey senses, but they're even pulling him into the picture where, you know, watch your gut when it comes to him too, that you'll pick up more information on him as well, or that he's picking up information. But as usual, you will be in grace and you will handle things so gracefully. And that's such a wonderful space to be, because there is this beautiful healing space that is happening right now. And so it's getting stronger and better. And you know what I mean by that. But it's a beautiful healing space and it's just so wonderful. So I'm happy for you. So, okay. Anybody else? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Okay. I'm going to pick a card for me and Lola. Okay.
Yay.
The cards. Okay, here's Lola's card. What does Lola need to know? Probably get some damn sleep. Girl, don't sleep.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know how you do it. No problem, Sonia. Okay.
You're welcome, Sonia.
Oh, this is so not you. This is not you. It says, be grateful. Shit could be, or no, it says be fucking grateful.
Yeah, I was gonna say you forgot one word.
Be fucking grateful. Shit could get much worse. Can I have one today too? Just a quick one. Okay. I thought I gave you one, Jen. I don't know.
We don't get tired of these cards.
I'm tired of these cards. I just worry that someone's going to get really offensive. Oh, good. I'm glad. I am so happy for you about all of that healing and that bonding and that strength. And I literally see, what is it called? Like the degrees, like it was going this way and it completely turns around and goes the opposite way. So it's going to be awesome. So I'm happy for you, Cynthia. I really am. And remember, we're going there in October. Cynthia's in Florida. Okay. Whose was this? This was
next week.
You're going there next week? Okay, this is mine. Oh, this is Lola's.
What's it? Yes. That will be accurate.
That's what I get some sleep. So it says, get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face the pillow now. That's Lola's. That's not mine.
That'd be accurate. Very, very accurate.
Love. Love. This one's mine. Love. Get some, give some. It'll cheer your ass up. Huh. I'm like, huh. Okay. Jen.
Oh, Jen. Yes, Jen.
Jen. Here we go. We need a card for Jen today. She needs to know. Huh. I swear you had this the other day. It says you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Get your ugly cry on, sister. Okay. Anybody else want a card? Okay, we're going to pull one card for the whole entire group. It's going to be a group card. And then we are out of here. And as usual, guys, thank you so much for your support. We love you. And we thank you.
That's what Debbie said.
What did Debbie say? That's what Debbie said. See, you got that. You got that twice. Maybe you need to cry. If you can't cry, come over here. I'll like pop you with
Give you something to cry about. That's why my mom would tell us, you know, like when we were kids, you know, she already slapped you and then you start crying and then she looks at you like, what, you're crying? What are you doing? Come here, I'll give you something to cry about.
Oh, that's what my parents used to tell me. You know what my biggest thing is it's really, I'm really all messed up. Because when I was little, my dad used to do that. You want to cry? I'll give you something to cry for. So then as I got older, I can't, like, I can cry when I'm pissed off. You get me mad, man, I'm a big crybaby. But when I am hurt, I'm just like, okay, so this was for the group. It says, get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity.
I like that last one.
I like
good shit for humanity.
So, and do good shit for humanity. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget, Debbie says hi again, and that she's sorry she's not here. She just wasn't feeling well. So if you have missed, who is my guide stepping and reliable? Type that again, Cynthia. Who is my
strong and reliable?
Well, yes, me. I'd be saying Michael, Archangel Michael. But we did a really good meditation. So Cynthia, if you wanted to go back and check it out, because they really wanted me to concentrate on that today.
Bye, Sonia.
I love you guys. We'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Check out if you haven't seen the video, go to the very front and do that meditation. And we love you guys. And we will see you on Thursday morning.
Yes.
So bye, guys.